anything, or is it fine?
Slight lagging, but it's still like too much audible. So you will be good.
Okay, because yeah, the house that we're staying in, like the Wi-Fi is just fucking awful, man. We have to buy Wi-Fi extenders and everything. Like it's crazy.
Oh,
So hopefully this doesn't. Hopefully this works and doesn't fuck us up and fuck me up. All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
like yeah, I can see your screen.
And okay, and let us know in the chat if audio and video everything's good. If
Please,
volume's good.
guys, let him know in the chat section if you can like hear him out.
All good. All right, good stuff. All right. Yeah. So it's Monday. If you follow my channel, you'd have seen me say yesterday. I think at around 119k, 109.5k, that's a good place to take profit. A lot of OI got added on. If you're long from the lows, like if you're long from here, you'll be fine. It's just going to be a bit of chop here going into Wednesday for FOMC. We might test like 117 again, but my entry at 115k is safe. That's why I didn't close out the trade fully. I'm actually looking to add another long with the limit that I set in the group between 118 and 117. Um, because I think we have had a range low deviation, a pretty good strong reaction. We absorbed over $7 billion worth, or like $9 billion worth of selling from that Galaxy OTC seller, the ancient Satoshi whale, whatever you want to call him, or if it's Adam Back himself. Um, so yeah, I just want to stay long into this week, but I am very cautious about FOMC. We've got multiple earnings reports. Lot of different things happening this week. I've written a list. I think John's even posted a list, right? Yeah, FOMC Wednesday, PCU Thursday, job reports Friday, big tech earnings. We also left the CME gap. So yeah, that's why I set that limit to get filled in case we get an early week pullback, which we have done for the past 4 to 6 weeks. After we usually dump on a Friday, we chop on a Saturday, we scamp up on a Sunday, and then we mean revert on a Monday, and then we run it back up for the rest of the week. And also SBET filled their ATM offering for $5 billion. Michael Saylor finished his note for $2.5 billion. I haven't had. I don't think Saylor did. Saylor post already about how much he bought this previous week, or was there nothing?
No, I don't think so. He posted anything.
Okay, so you didn't even buy anything last week then. I've only just got onto the screen. It's like 10 a.m. for me here in New York. But yeah, so Saylor didn't even buy, and we managed to absorb that much selling pressure. So if Saylor decides to deploy 2.5 billion this week, then that's great. But there's a nuance with that, with the fact that he could have deployed last week. He only tends to post once he's finished a whole tranche of buys, like a whole note. So he would only. So let's say if he bought 2 billion already, but he's got 500 million left in the ammo clip of this particular set of buying, he's not going to post that he's bought. He's going to wait until he finishes that complete 2.5 billion. So we don't actually know how much he's deployed, if he's deployed zero of it, or if he's deployed close to 2.5 billion. But we'll find out at the end of this week, I'm sure, and we'll be able to track during the New York sessions with the Coinbase premiums and things like that. But yeah, I think that's kind of my high time frame view and a bit of a recap of what happened last week over the weekend. I know the updates were a bit slow since I'm out here on holiday, I guess, with the guys. But this weekend starting, so yeah, we can get back to regular schedule programming. It might be a bit sporadic activity throughout the week, but hopefully it should still be good. But yeah, in terms of low time frame views right now, so of course we had the range high rejection here, 120k. I wasn't expecting us to break this on a weekend, especially off the back of a Sunday move. I'd rather wait for something like this, and then go back up and then above. I believe my limit is 118. I think my stop's 116, right? Uh, yeah, so something like that. So I want to get filled all the way down into 117k, really tight stop loss, and then be targeting that. So if you miss my initial long from here, you should be able to get filled on this one very soon, maybe even in this stream. But yeah, I think like everything still looks good. BTC is still at 118k after all that we've gone through. We're coming up to the month end. We're still holding on to like 4-hour trend. 30-day rolling VWAPs creeping up every single day. So it should make invalidations really tight. Previous week VWAPs at 117.7, which is a good level to tag and hold. Worst case, we hold previous week value area low. If we lose that, then I would not be interested in longing BTC again until maybe much lower into this area. So yeah, like in between these two levels, it should bottom out. But we shall see what happens this week. I know we got a bunch of tariff news as well over the weekend. But this trade war is kind of just dragging at the moment, to be honest, and nothing's really happening that's significant that it's worth mentioning or paying much attention to. But yeah, it's also a Monday, which keep things slow. We will wait for Monday range to play out. I still want to get filled on a bunch of other things like ETH and ENO as well. But this is kind of my plan for BTC at the moment from like an intraday perspective. Bottom somewhere out between those two levels that I highlighted. Just retrace a bit of that Saturday Sunday move that we got. Where I can also look at a CME gap. CME gap's at 100 and I don't know why this is. They should have filled now, right? But yeah, 118.3. So once we backfill that, fill our limits, we should be good to move up again. ETH, I think this bloody $4,000 resistance, like it's huge. It was a good place to take profit from. And now we're getting a pretty big retrace. This is where I set my limit. It should be a nice retest of 4-hour trend. It should be a nice retest of previous week value VWAP again. If that lines up both for ETH and BTC, it'd be a really good level. As long as it holds above 3,650, we should be Gucci. If it loses 3,650, then I think we're going somewhere down here at 3,400, 3,200 level. But yeah, so this is again intraday perspective. This 4K level is kind of. Why is Muzza saying hello? Oh, he's replying to Bobbers. What's up, Bobbers? Fucking gooning give. Bro, did you see what the UK done with the Online Safety Act? You have to KYC to be able to goon now. So it's absolute utter woke nonsense. Yeah, I heard as well VPN works. I haven't tested it out myself, of course, because, gooning's bad in that. Stay away from that kind of content. But I heard my fellow people who are lost have had to steal their dad's passport to KYC. But yeah, so this is it's pretty ugly 4-hour candle, to be honest, but it's what I expected to happen, and I don't mind it at all since I was prepared for this. And I did take a bunch of profit off my longs and leverage trades, and this just gives me a opportunity to re-add and compound profits and keep on running up the numbers for the rest of this month. I think I'm not really sure about what's going to happen with August, to be honest. I think July we were pretty dead on with the direction of the market from a high time frame perspective. I think August, you might see activity slow down for the first couple of weeks. and then depending on how much we can keep the Treasury Co bids and the ETF bids going, then yeah, that's basically what we're contingent on right now. The Treasury bids are strong, the ETF bids are strong, Sailor is still raising a lot of money. Stocks are, I haven't taken a look at stocks since US Open. Yeah, stocks are going good, so there's absolutely no reason to flip bearish or whatever. We continue longing every dip until proven otherwise. The high time frame trends are all good. We're still above 30-day rolling VWAP, 365-day rolling VWAP. I think ETH should go to all-time highs, to be honest, at some point this summer. We've seen BNB hit all-time high last week, which is the second major to do it after BTC. We, of course, had hype to it. Now people are chasing on ETH and Sol. I'm more confident on ETH doing it rather than Sol. I don't think Sol is going to go to all-time high. I think Sol can go to like 220 maybe. But it's really good to see some of this OI being cleansed right now on ETH and stuff. It's been a really forgiving market, to be honest. I think if you haven't, I don't feel as though like this run up has made people feel that sidelined, to be honest. I think like this dip was really good. The BTC range low dip that we got was really good. I think this was a really aggressive move that we had, but afterwards, like it's become tradable again. You've had entries being given to you, but yeah, let's see if we can get this filled. If you get one more wick down, there's still a lot of OI. Call it this OI. That needs to go. But yeah, people are getting absolutely battered here. Which I don't understand why you're getting that tits long leverage. I think a lot of people, I don't know, people have this weird trading thing where they get really bullish the closer we are to 4K, and that once we get to 4K, we'll rip to 5K. But the big boss is 4K. Like I'm always so very wary when we get to 4K. We've rejected 3 times before it. Like yeah, we can reject off it this time round. The more times you test the level, the more likely you're going to break it. But you should still just err on the side of caution every time we get near it. Like 3 times rejection, like here. I'd rather get really bullish up here when we're closed a daily above 4K rather than as we get really close, like we're $50-$30 away, because it's not really a high time frame rejection until we tag like 4K. Like right now, we've just narrowly missed it. And then we've gone down like a few percent, and then we can run it back up. So yeah, we shall see what happens with ETH. Hopefully, we get filled on our limit, and then we actually catch the swing trade to 4K and above, rather than all these guys that foam it in on a Sunday scam pump. Whilst we were TPing into them and being long from the low, they basically were our exit liquidity. But yeah, that's kind of my view on ETH. I'm still really bullish. It's above everything that you could want it to be above. Retesting our 4-hour trend. 30-day rolling VWAP so low now. Like we've aggressively broken out. We're about to tag previous weekly VWAP in a 1 or 2 more percent drop. So yeah, that's ETH in my opinion. Got a limit set for the group. As long as we hold 3650, I'll be happy and holding it. If not, and we start losing 3650, then we might have to revise our levels and thoughts for the market. Next, I want to look at ENO. We'll just go through the trades that I've active in the group. So this still has about, I think, 180 mil or 200 mil runway of the SPAC deal that they have. They're rebuying $5 million worth of ENO every single day, pretty much. I put this on your radar, like on a stream with Bryce, I think, like a week or 2 ago. Down here, I said, still my favorite ETH beta. It's performed really, really unwell for the entire year, but I kept telling you guys, like, it's a really smart team. I'm in touch with the BD team. They know what they're doing. They have very big plans. They're here for the long run. They're trying to bridge the gap between TradFi and DeFi and offer a stable coin with their USDE. They're part of the first stable coin that got approved on the Genius bill. So yeah, just don't fade the Athena guys. They are really got their head screwed on. Their API is now at 12%. If you're farming the coin, they're integrated with. Why the fuck is Muzza shouting saying join again? um, yeah. But yeah, like I think it's also made an all-time high in market cap, even though its price hasn't made an all-time high yet due to its tokenomics with the amount of float that got released over the past year. I think this is going back to 80 cents, like above this level here at 65 cents. Like this is all free air. Like you're going to catch a free 25% move. So ideally we get filled on this pullback to 0.6 and then we can swing it for like another 30-50% move. It's one of the only spot coins that I held throughout the year, alongside hype and stuff. And of course ETC, ETH and BTC. So yeah, just long any good pullbacks that you get on, I would like it to retrade. Like it had like a 30% move on a weekend, so I'm just trying to backfill some of that inefficiency that it's had. 4-hour trends catching up now. Previous early VWAP and previous week value area high, like it should hold in between there. Just clean up some of these lows. Like we shouldn't really go back to there, but yeah, at least clean up that and the rejection. Like it was at a big SR level as I showed just earlier. Like these highs were kind of getting absorbed quite a lot. I don't know why I've done that. But yeah, want to get filled on this idea and then swing trade it to this breakout above 0.65. Flip of 0.65 is very key. It's a big SR level, big volume was done, and it's a big level of breakdown it had from last year. So once it's above, it's clear air. But really, like it's traded both. Like every time it's broken out, it's been out of these long downtrending trend lines. Like it's really good to have these just left on your chart when you were trying it before, so you can see like the same pattern again. But yeah, like it's on the same shit like down here as well. Like you can draw a trend line here, and then it's on all the way, run it back, and then yeah. So hopefully it runs it back to here. Maybe like it will, on the higher time frame, look like a roller coaster of death or euthanasia. But yeah, at least to here it should get to this summer. Yeah, I think those are the alts that I kind of want to pay. Well, and ETH and BTC is my main focus. I think you shouldn't really get too excited with other alts at the moment when things are at some high time frame inflection points. I'd rather get excited. I mean, SPX is obviously the one alt that it's all right to do so. Like, if you bought spot here when I mentioned the breakout 1.4, then you're chilling. I did say the higher time frame goal for SPX since back at the start of the month was this $3 buyback per wick. It's on its way to there. It's making the slow grind up. So yeah, just be patient. It will get there. If you get a retest of $2, I might set a limit for this. If you get a move down into here, then we can swing it back up to $3. But we shall see what happens. As I'd rather wait for majors to bottom first. ETH's kind of drilling it down, which is good for our limit. I think BTC might be starting to fill some bids. Yeah, it's starting to fill some bids now. So let's see what we get this UF session. But yeah, SPX is good, ENO is good. Apart from the other gold coins, I think just wait for the majors to bottom, see how they react at their key inflection levels at 117k at 3.720, 3.7k on ETH. We get strong reaction, strong bounce. You can look into marketing into ENO, into SPX. Just keep your books kind of small for this moment. Don't go gung ho and long like 10, 12 coins, especially with FOMC on a Wednesday. You want to keep your book quite light and easy to manage and trade around, especially if something comes out on FOMC that's not great, or we get some TradFi news coming out throughout the rest of this week. So yeah, I think that's my plan for this week. If you have any questions, let me know about what I've discussed. Otherwise, I will hand it over to Muzza to do his half. Um, yeah, let me know in the chat if you have anything. Otherwise, yeah, Muzza, you can take over if you're here.
Yeah, thank you. I think Bobbers and all right, I will share my screen.
All right. I'll stop sharing if you want to. I couldn't pronounce H.
Yeah, just add. Now coming back to the intraday from ETH chart. So with ETH, I said that there are like two setups that I'm watching at the moment. Yesterday I explained the ETH chart as well, and I specifically said that 3630 is a high conviction area where I want to go long on ETH, because we have the daily and 4 hour support at the same area, plus we have the strong low as well. So since my invalidation is clear, plus we have the 1 hour back to back order block at the same area, also we have the 4 hour and daily support at the same area, I think we will have to wait for price to come back down to 3630. I also mentioned this in my post from like Europe session that if you are looking to long ETH, and I think 3630 is going to be a good entry. I guess Woods is using like 3680 as a good support, so I guess like you should follow him for E trade. And after like 3630 is going to give you like a 3 to 4% bounce. There, the next support that you should go long on ETH is like 3440. I think this is a good support to get entry with like a 2.5% invalidation from like 3440. So just set alert at like 3630, or maybe just front run, set alert like 3635, and then set alert around like 3450, and let's see if I'm right when the price is going to reach. For BTC, I already said 117,500 and then 116,900. One of the setup that I am watching to go market long is this coin XION something. We have a significant POC gap that you can see. I think if price can somehow flip like 1.62, it could be a good long for an impulsive upside till like 2.14. But since I'm on stream, I'm not going to execute it for the group. But if you want to go long, you can go long with a stop loss like below like 1.55. Also, it's a little bit volatile coin, so I would just wait for a consecutive 5 minute candle closing above like 1.62 to get a market long with like 6% stop loss on this coin. So I think this can be a good long. ETH, I think we talked about. BTC, we talked about. Yes, pretty much done. Um, do you guys have any question or chart request for me? Top old pick. Yes, it's ENA since they have a lot of money to buy back Edge Bar. Edge Bar is also a good coin. I think Eli already gave the spot call, but ENA is my top pick at the moment. Any dip like let's see ENA chart. Why ENA is favorite for me is that we have like a lot of inefficiency that price can actually fill himself. This is why I think just like if you remember Pengu, it had like a lot of inefficiency that price can actually fill it on the left side of the chart, and ENA is basically the same chart. It have like a lot of inefficiency to get filled. I think if somehow although I think yesterday we also talked about ENA where I said that 0.65 is gonna give you the bounce, but I think price is barely holding this. I think 0.59. We can just pull the trigger on the next support 0.594. 0.594. I'm gonna set limit with like 5 to 6% stop loss on this coin for the group. Let's see. Oh, Rigo here. How are you, Rigo? Rigo, I started buying BTC like every day, like recurring buying. So I think all of you guys are in big trouble. Bonk. Let's see. I said this to Victoria as well. I think Rigo is in trouble. Yes, so for Bonk, I think we talked about it yesterday, but just to repeat this, um, I said yesterday that I want to go long on this coin around like 0.028 with like a stop loss like below this flat candle. And I explained that since this is a range bound PA on this coin, you can see this 0.0317 has been given you the bounce here. It's been giving you the bounce here, again bounce. So I said that if price can somehow come back to 0.032, then I would like to press the market buy button. But until it's not going to give me a retracement towards like 0.0285, I think this is the only area where I would like to press the long button. Or maybe if you give the range breakout from like 0.04, I think it could be a good long once price is going to break out. But in the middle, it's just a chop. So I would not like to press any button. JD, I think Rigo is missing you. He want to learn about the Saudi oil as well.
Rigo's here for the Saudi oil alpha. Fresh JD with his oil
Yes.
breath in it accent. Hey, Rigo, did you hear about that? What Muzza was talking on stream about like 2, 3 weeks ago?
Also, I missed it. Like, if you want to consume that oil, then my friend told me that you have to put those drips into the milk, and then mix the
Ah,
milk with the and then drink it, because if you just drink the oil itself, then it's going to be very much hot for your body, you know. So just mix it with the milk and
hey, Rigo, go into mod chat and then search for like videos that I've sent into the group, um, like into that chat room, and then you will see the clips that I made from the stream of him talking about this. It's meat oil that mother gets from Saudi for like $200 a bottle, and then apparently his friend stole it from him, and he supposedly bought it for his mom's joint pain, but you know, you can use it for other things apparently.
just explaining if somebody is interested, and like, I am not kidding, guys. It's too much helpful if you really want to buy it, but don't buy it from Amazon. It's shit. Anyway, somebody asked me about Tau. It's my favorite coin, and I told you about this coin that it's going to bounce if since on November we have the halving narrative on this coin. I told you that this coin is going to be explosive, and only after halving, or like before like halving, I think $1,000 is like still like too much achievable. And I think in the previous stream I already explained that how between like September is could be a good month to buy like September lows. If you get any September lows on Tau, I would literally smash it. But since
Oh, smash
I
it!
have, yeah, like smash it, like how you smash the girl.
What the
You are alone in the hotel, like you are living like in US, I think now. right?
I'm not living, but I'm visiting. I'm in New York. I'm not in
On
a hotel. I'm in
vacation,
a house. Yeah,
on
vacation. Yeah.
vacation, on vacation, you don't smash.
Listen, I am not answering that question.
Look, I haven't been into vacation since like 2023, so I have like no idea. I am planning Turkey, by the way, this year.
What, Istanbul?
Yeah, I see this video about this Turkish hammam. Like they take you for the bath and give you so many fruits, you know. So it's kind of
Fruits.
crazy. Yeah, just YouTube it, Turkish hammam, and you will see it like you go to bath with all the girls, and they provide you like fruits and everything to eat. I don't know, but yeah, it's their traditional, it's their traditional thing. So yeah, I want to experience it.
Good luck. I would like to see. I would like to see videos of that.
You should come with me
I
on
don't think it's a
November.
good idea. That sounds like a nightmare.
No man, you're gonna enjoy. For Tao, since I have to speak about the TA, not the gut feeling, but you can see like we have the strong high at like 489. And what I told you just that, listen, this is another example. On a daily time frame, you can see that the RSI and OBV, we had the bear dips at the same time, and you can see how sharply the price is going to decline. So every time when you see RSI and OBV bear dips, either it's on 4 hour, either it's on 1 hour, either it's on daily prices, like 90% of the time, this magic always works. So I'm just giving you some heads up, like just watch like RSI and OBV divs just in future case. Anyways, and now you can see that the first daily support is around like 396. The second support is around like 348, and then 315. To be honest, if I have to buy this coin, I would just wait for like 348. Since it is a good SR level, you get the bounce from here, you get the bounce from here. We had the rejection here, you got the bounce here. So I think 348, 346 is going to be a good support to buy before the halving. And I think if you buy around like 344, DC around like 264 to make an average entry somewhere around like 290, I would say the chances for you to get like 4x, 5x after like halving or like before even it, I think you're gonna earn some nice profit. So let's see. Just set alert around like 348, and then set alert around like 314. I think you should DC on these two daily supports. Um, what OB? It's basically the Woods bot indicator, but it hasn't been released yet. I am testing this indicator for them, and to be honest, this is a magic. Like like it's really you feel like you are on honeymoon period. To be honest, if I have to, you know, you are on honeymoon period if you are using this indicator, since it's so much good. Not only it tell you about this RSI and OBV combo, it give you a lot of pico bottom and tops as well. But yeah, if you want to go on honeymoon, I guess when this indicator is going to release, I think you all should get your hands on.
How do you know what going on a honeymoon feels like?
Mm, Like I had a small glimpse when I was dancing with that girl on Dubai, you know. So yeah, I know. I still follow
Oh my
her
goodness.
on Instagram, but I tried to DM that bitch, but she didn't responded me. So yeah,
Oh my.
guess I guess she forgot me.
Oh
Yeah, man.
my.
Like also, also like I don't know, but I just wanted to ask her like how you get so much money to like travel this much. Like one day she's in Paris, the other day she's in Mexico, the other day she's in London, you know. I want to do this
Hmm.
as well. Please keep me as an assistant or something.
I think she must have bought BTC at $1,000.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe
Yeah.
he's with the guy who bought the BTC at $1,000.
Yeah, one day you'll be
Yeah,
old
man.
enough to know how she's able to travel all these ways.
Yeah. I wish I knew about BTC before. I spent a lot of my youth playing this shit Counter Strike game with my shitty friends. If I knew about BTC that time, I would be like multi-millionaire by now. Any more chart requests, guys? Banana. Yeah, Paper was also asking about me about this coin. Um, I am applying, by the way, the US visa for like third time. I just wish they give grant me the visa this time, man, so I can enjoy.
Are you getting are you getting John to help you out with that?
I will get the visa and then I will just meet him. I hope my interview goes good. Last time I went to the window and literally he just saw my face and told me to get the fuck out of the room. I asked him like at least like pay some respect, like ask me something like why I'm going, who I'm gonna meet, you know. But that guy was like, no, fuck off. Banana, you can see on my chart um that we have a significant POC gap till like 37.0, 37.4 something. We have the POC cluster. Here we have the strong lows, and you know that once price is coming very much closer to the strong lows, you are going to get the bounce. So what you can do is you can just go long when price is coming closer to strong lows and just put stop loss around like 25.98. Ideally, if I would like to, if ideally I would just like for price to flip this green zone as in breakout, but I have to make a new green zone since price action have developed so much. Yes, this is the green box. I want price to reclaim. So if price can somehow reclaim like $30, we have a significant gap. We can just go long and wait for price to go to like $37. If you would like to press the button, I would say 27.2 is where you press the button. Put the stop loss below like 25.9, and wait for, and just to play this strong low strat that I always explain on my stream. But the real fun is going to stop when price is going to flip like 29.9. Just set alert at like 29.9, and wait for price to have an expansion to the upside. Did you have a backpack on? What do you mean?
Oh, buddy.
It's an annoying. Huh?
How do you not understand what he means by that?
No, I don't understand because my
You trying to
English
make
is little weak. Oh,
you
for
trying to make a
interview.
joke.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I have a friend that work in embassy. And he told me like everything what I need to answer them this time. So let's see. Although he's just a receptionist there, but still, let's see. I just want to set my foot in the US soil. I just hope I get. Yeah, man. All my cousins are there. Also I have like a strong ties here with my country, like I have property and everything. I just want to this time I will just tell them like I have like property and everything. Do you think like I will just go there and slip? You know, it doesn't make sense for me. Just grant me the visa so I can see my cousin. Oh,
Is it
DB,
female cousin or male cousin?
yeah, like female cousin.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you in Los Angeles by any chance?
No, I'm in New York.
Oh, oh, nice, nice. Or anyways, any final comment,
Yeah.
JD? Since
Not
it's like
really.
DP time.
Yeah, I'm just getting my BTC long filled right now. ETH still a few percent away. I think we should bottom here within the next 1 or 2%. Otherwise, we're probably going to drop much lower. But we've been risk off with FOMC coming up on Wednesday, so no one should be getting caught out if that's these fresh trades. But yeah, we should bounce at 117k and 3,700. If not, we'll probably go much lower. So you can't do invalidations and levels to watch for a good bounce. But yeah, we'll hand it over to DB to do a stream as we're running into this time. Appreciate everyone joining. We'll see you guys next week. As always, if you have any questions, let us know in the chat or ping us in the group.
Yes, guys.
Yeah, have a good rest of your day, rest of
Thank you
your
for coming and
evening,
support
morning.
us. Thank you for coming and support us. And JD, please do some smashing, man.
Shut the hell up, bro.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.